Hey, are you an acoustic or electric guitar player that's been playing for years and wants to go from jamming on songs to improvising and writing across the whole fretboard so you can actually feel like you're playing at a professional level and be confident performing in any situation, whether it's for your family or you're shooting to sell at stadiums? For example, we actually help some players get ready to play shows, which I'm going to show you all the proof for in just a second. We're going to sit down and go in depth on exactly how you can reach this level of playing. But before we do that, I want to tell you that this offer is only for serious players who are ready to put the time into growing on the guitar. So please only apply to work with me if you are serious, because chances are that this won't help you hit your goals if you don't try. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you a quick video of my student Shenye talking about how he felt stuck for years, and after a few months working with me, he started understanding how to apply music on the guitar, and after that, we will go into the video that is in depth. If you are serious, watch this to the end and you will see if you qualify. If yes, you can go down below and schedule time to talk with me directly, as I'm very careful who I get into this because it's for serious players only who are ready to put the time into practicing. But if that's you, this can be really amazing, so apply down below and we will crush it. I'm going to play that clip and then we'll go in depth on it if this is for you or not. Worst case, you'll leave this video with a much better understanding of what it takes to reach this level of playing. Best case, you'll say, damn, this is awesome, book a call and we'll make it happen. So here's that clip and then we'll jump right in.
I've really enjoyed working with Braden. I've been playing the guitar for a number of years and I just kind of hit a plateau and I wasn't pushing myself. And I was lacking like a foundational understanding of what I was doing on the guitar and musically in general. And that's what drew me to him in the first place. And I feel like in the last several months, I've pushed myself further than I have in the last few years. So it's been a great experience. I've really enjoyed working with him. I think he's a great teacher, not just because he knows what he's talking about, but he's also got great energy and he brings a lot of positivity and a great vibe to it. So I would highly recommend him if you're looking for a teacher.
Thank you for watching that video. Now you saw the proof. Let's jump into how I can help you using the same method I use to help other people in your situation. Here's how I might be able to help you in this video. First of all, I'm not going to sit here and try and convince you to work with me. I'm just going to explain to you how I use the fundamentals of music to help my students understand how they can improvise across the fretboard. Just like my student Vince, who said,
being in his class has helped me practice consistently. It's helped me improve at a much faster rate than I did when I was playing on my own, and it's also got me a lot more comfortable with improvising on the guitar than I was before. So I think overall it's very worth it.
So I'm just going to show you the proof of who I've worked with and who I can and can't help, and you will decide for yourself if you want to work with me. If yes, you will work with me directly. You're not buying some video course, although there are video lessons for you. And you're not working with some teacher I've hired in. You will work with me. But what will you actually accomplish with my help? Well, you'll lock in your technique so that your range of songs that are too hard skyrockets and you'll really be able to play anything. You'll understand how to apply theory concepts to the guitar, like diatonic chords, scales, triads, and rhythm. And you'll actually be able to use these concepts in your playing, writing, and improvising. Because most players do learn about these concepts already, whether it's through YouTube videos, books, or anything like that, but they're missing the piece of having someone there to answer questions for them so they can gain a full understanding of these concepts and how to use them on the guitar. Just like my student Adriel says right here.
If you have any questions, he knows pretty much anything about the guitar. My favorite thing is working with him through these courses that you can complete, like diatonic chords, triads, improvising, literally anything you can think about. And also having a call every week, a Zoom call on Thursdays, helps like keep a good rhythm playing guitar, not slipping away or slacking off like that. So I do recommend them.
So who can we help? Well, guitar players who've been playing for a year or more that can play songs but want to be able to improvise and write so they can get on stage confidently and perform their own songs, which is a lot of players I know that learn songs and they just learn them to a T, but they don't really learn how to make them their own or how to write and improvise with their own material, with the ideas that they have. Or guitar player who's been playing for decades and finally want to put the time into understanding what they're doing so they're not just stuck in the same box till the end of their days. Like, none of us want to just play the pentatonic scale till we drop, right? We want to learn what we're doing on the guitar and how we can do better. Or guitar players who've already started getting their hands on improvising, but they don't feel consistent improvising over chord changes or moving outside of the small area of the fretboard that they're comfortable in, which is a lot of us playing in the same one or two boxes, in the same scales, playing over the same tracks. We can do it sometimes, but we're not really confident doing it all the time. Who can I not help? Guitar players who aren't ready to put the work into their own playing. So if you expect to play for 5 minutes a week and to become the best guitar player on earth, this is absolutely not for you, right? That's never going to happen. Guitar players who aren't ready to invest in themselves, because we're not the cheapest to work with, since we actually take the time to give you support instead of just taking your money and wishing you the best, right? A lot of these programs will take your money and just throw you through the video lessons, the courses, and hope that you understand them. But we're actually going to take the time to meet you where you're at and make sure that you understand the material. And I can't help complete beginners because, frankly, I don't want to teach anyone who doesn't even know how to play a G chord and hasn't already proven their commitment to the craft by getting through those first few roadblocks, right? I can't help people who can't help themselves. And as you know, if you're someone who does qualify for this, those first few steps are very hard. You have to get over the roadblocks of like committing to understanding the G chord and breaking through those first barriers. So I only want to work with people who already have proven that they can do that. Just like my student Amanda says, she came in with a basic understanding of the guitar neck, and I was able to help her break out of the basic scale boxes in just months.
When we first spoke, I had a really basic understanding of the guitar neck and where each note was, but thanks to Braden, my ability to identify those notes and then play them outside of the basic scale boxes has come a long way.
You might be watching this and thinking, but Braden, who are you? Well, I'm not going to waste tons of time on this as this video is about you, but just as a quick overview, I've been playing and performing guitar for around a decade now, so learning lots of lessons on my own and being on the stage for about half of my life. I've been helping guitarists unlock the fretboard for multiple years. The students you're seeing throughout this video, they didn't just start working with me yesterday, right? It's unrealistic to make enough progress to have something to say about it overnight. I write my own music, and I'm even releasing a debut album that I recorded in this very studio, so I know what it takes to write and perform at a high level and create something that you're actually proud of. And I get invited to perform at events sometimes without even asking because people see me when I'm playing out and they just want to have that skill at their shows. But it wasn't always this way. I didn't pick up a guitar for the first time and just start ripping it, right? That's unrealistic. It took me many years of trial and error going in and out of lessons to see what knowledge and skills are actually important for you to learn on the guitar to reach a professional level. After having good and bad teachers, I've seen firsthand how to help guitarists and how their time often gets wasted with bad teachers and bad programs. You might have even experienced this yourself by buying some online program and it's just video lessons with no real support. You can learn, but it's hard to apply it into your playing functionally without having someone who's been where you're trying to go guiding you at every step. And I'm not here to tell you I'm the best or smartest teacher on the internet, but I am telling you that I'm extremely committed to putting the time into helping you hit your goals. Just like my student Gerzane says, you can hit me up with questions at any time and I'm right there to answer.
Braden's always there, you know, just help you. So that's a good thing. There's some teachers that just like, you know, they just like post things online and then like you ask for help or something and like just never get a text back. But Braden's pretty good with that.
How do I actually help you? Well, I'll help you to understand the simple fundamentals of music, which is what most of us guitar players ignore. We go to learn songs and we just learn the shapes of the chords and the rhythm, and maybe we'll learn a solo, but we learn it note for note without really understanding why it sounds good or how we can use those ideas in our own playing and our own improvising. I'll help you to dial in your technique and practice efficiently so you're not wasting your time trying to learn something that won't actually help you or playing in a way that prevents you from hitting that professional level. Now, this isn't some fancy 5 million step program. This is taking what you already know and expanding on it so you understand what you're doing and open new doors in your playing. Don't worry, I'm not going to give you 100 things to learn at once. I'm going to take the time to see exactly where you're at and give you a customized plan so you can hit your unique goals from your unique spot, because most players don't actually need more information, right? They need to take the right steps in their playing. All the information in the world exists on the internet, but it's not customized to you and your needs. And as technology and AI progress, we're just going to get more and more information in our fingertips, but it's not going to be customized to us in a way we can actually use to hit our goals. And there's not a person to tell you what you're doing right and wrong in your playing to keep you moving forward. So you can do a few things here. You can not do this. Most people who haven't worked with me yet struggle to play around the fretboard freely, break out of the same style they've been stuck in for ages, come up with their own ideas on the fly, truly understand what they're playing, and feel confident performing in any situation. You might not struggle with all of these things, but usually people struggle with at least one of them, and if you do nothing, let's be honest, there's a very low chance you're going to wake up tomorrow with all of these problems fixed immediately by just doing what you've been doing. If that was the case, you wouldn't even be watching this right now. You can work with other teachers. This is totally an option. I'm not saying I'm the most perfect teacher in the world, right? If you don't resonate with me, don't work with me. It's absolutely fine. But in my research, I haven't found any other teachers who offer this level of one-on-one support to actually help you hit your goals. It's either some dude you see once a week for an hour or a video course where you don't get anyone to talk to. It's rare that someone is offering all of these methods together with 24/7 message support so you can actually get help anytime and not feel lost if you're learning something that's challenging you. Or you can work with me so we can work towards standing out and being notable when you're performing so that you're not just another guitar player, but you're the guy or girl that can play guitar when people see you play. The ability to write chord progressions that are meaningful to you so you can create songs with emotion that stick with you and others for years. Feeling free on the fretboard so you can improvise over any chord progression by understanding how to utilize chord tones and actually play over the music rather than just guessing and hoping it sounds good. And an understanding of the fretboard that makes you feel much more confident because you can say objectively you know how to play instead of questioning it. Just like my student Ian says right here.
I didn't really understand notes. I didn't understand how the fretboard actually worked in standard tuning. This course helps solidify that knowledge and is helping me progress even further.
But what do you actually get inside to achieve this? Well, we'll start with a one-on-one goal-setting deep dive call with me to see exactly where you're at and what you need to hit your goals. It can be 1 hour, 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours, as long as it takes so we can build you a custom plan for your unique situation to hit your goals as efficiently as possible. One-on-one ongoing support with me so we can make sure you stick to your plan and do so with correct technique. That way you don't limit yourself later down the line. 24/7 message access to me so when you find a roadblock, you don't have to wait till you see me again to get over it. And if I can't help you in messages, we'll hop on a bonus call anytime to make sure you can keep progressing. Song reviews by me to help you lock in harder material that requires a little bit of finesse you can't find in tabs, or if you're writing something, I can help you lock in the flow of a song so it sounds professional. Exclusive weekly group calls with guitar players who are actually putting the work into improving and hitting their goals to get you into a circle of serious players with me right there to answer any questions to push you even closer to your goals. Intros to other inner circle students. If there's someone I feel like you should know, especially if you two are local to each other, I'll make sure to put you in touch. And an in-depth training on exactly how to understand music on the guitar to take what you already know and tie it into real musical concepts. Simply said, what do we want? We want to focus on truly understanding what you're playing so there's no situation where you're memorizing shapes, but you can actually break down what you're playing like a professional. We want to link your head to your hands so you can play your ideas on the guitar effortlessly and not just stick to the boxes you learn on guitar like every other player. We want to make sure you feel supported in hitting your goals because not all of us are on the same path or even starting from the same spot. We're just guitar players who want to put the time in to stand out. And we want to give you the peace of mind that you finally found something that works, because this video is not my opinion, it's rooted in the proof. You just saw my students talking about their authentic experiences working with me and how much their playing has changed since taking that leap and getting the practicing. And if you're watching this video to this point, odds are high that you actually do want help with your guitar playing, so if you don't apply down below, you're just going to end up buying from someone who's better at marketing but doesn't actually care about giving you the support to hit your goals. But why should you join right now? Well, it's because our prices are going to increase on February 31st, 2096. No, the truth is there's no rush. If you don't apply today or this very second, that's okay. I want you to book a call with me when you know you're ready to put the time into hitting your goals, because I can't help you hit a goal that you're not trying to reach, right? It's just not possible. But that being said, the prices actually will be going up significantly by the end of the year because I can't give away all of my time at this price point for forever. So if you resonate with this and you do want to apply to work with me personally, the sooner the better. But what actually happens if you decide this is for you? Well, we'll hop on a call together so we can create a roadmap for you of exactly what you need to do to hit your goals. And worst case, you leave with the roadmap knowing exactly what you need to do. And best case, you say, man, this is awesome. We have total alliance, and only then is when you get started. I only work with people I know I can get results for because I don't want to screw up my reputation and get a bunch of bad reviews by letting in players who either aren't ready in skill level or willingness to try. Now, please don't apply just to grab a roadmap. Respect my time, but if you're serious, book a call. Worst case, you leave with a shiny new plan on what to practice next. Best case, we work together and I help you unlock the fretboard, write and improvise freely, and finally hit your goals. You'll be speaking with me directly, not a sales team I hired in. I only invite players I know I can get results for. So if we both feel like it's a good fit, you'll hop in and we'll crush it together. If you're ready, click the link below, answer a few quick questions, and let's hop on a call. I'm looking forward to meeting you, helping you map out your next steps, and maybe even working side by side with you to get you where you want to go on the guitar. I'll see you tomorrow.